Jun Yujin used a tutoring app to approach the victim, who was in her 20s and living alone in Busan. The suspect disguised herself as a parent who was looking for a tutor to teach her child English. There, she made an appointment with the victim, who was a university student working as a tutor. Then, the suspect bought a school uniform to pretend to be a student to visit the victim's home. She stabbed the victim to death and damaged the dead body. She put part of the dead body into a suitcase, took a taxi, and threw the body near the Nakdong River forest. Other parts of the body were found at the victim's home. It was the taxi driver who reported her to the police. The taxi driver thought the suspect was going on a trip by herself. After arriving at the destination, he helped her take the suitcase out of the trunk. According to his colleague, when the taxi driver took out the suitcase, his hands were wet because some sort of water leaked out of it. When he got on the taxi and looked at his hands again, it was blood. So, he called the police and reported her. The police arrested her urgently. After the arrest, she had been telling the police that the murder was an accident. But, she later confessed that she felt an urge to kill and wanted to put it into action. The police also found out that the murder was planned in advance. Before the crime, she searched for murder-related information on the internet and learned crime methods through programs related to criminal investigations. She was found to have been living an isolated life. She lived alone with her grandfather and rarely met anyone. It's known that she was into watching crime-related novels and videos at home. She had no job for 5 years after graduating from high school and was preparing for the civil service exam. The investigation is still ongoing. Her score of psychopathy checklist is known to have exceeded the range of normal people. The issue of isolated life is now being paid attention to as a society. Although we can't hastily judge that the suspect's isolated life was the exact cause of the killing, concern is rising as people start to realize how many young and old people are being isolated from society. According to the Korea Institute for Health and Social Affairs, the number of isolated young people is estimated to be 300,000 to 500,000, and the number of reclusive young people is estimated to be 100,000 to 200,000.